Hello, everybody. Welcome to the Wano Bros Podcast, episode 4. No, this is episode 5, right? Something like that. I hate...
Four.
4?
I don't know.
4? Okay, episode
4?
4.
Yeah, I think
Wano
it's
Bros
4.
episode 4. My name is Omar, and I'm with my esteemed co-hosts, RJ and Austin. How we doing, boys?
What's up?
Could be better, could be
Not much,
worse.
Yeah,
Just chilling.
same
Zom
here.
100 went on a hiatus.
Yeah,
Sadly.
that shit was ass, but,
Bust.
on an unrelated note, I look like a brown egg with
Yeah,
hair.
guys, he loves Saitama so much that he wants to cosplay him.
Yeah, you see how shiny my head is?
I can't wait for your head
It's
to freeze
just
over in the winter.
gleaming.
Austin, you were the main influence.
Oh, don't say that. I feel bad now. He hated it. Well,
Bust
we did it for different reasons. Omar chose his
I chose mine.
because he wanted to. I chose mine because I am thinning at 23 already. My hair's thinning, so
Goddamn.
But you gotta
Yeah,
get that
so-
Turkish. You gotta get that Turkish plane ticket. That's all you gotta do.
yeah, I gotta
God
do that
damn.
stuff where they spray paint.
It's honestly like
hair
cheap as
on.
fuck now. You could do it.
You have to go through with the whole surgery, and you have to go through the second part, because if you only go through the first part and you like continue, it'll look really really bad later on.
Fuck it.
You gotta just get 2 surgeries.
One of those barbers on TikTok and Instagram, like I feel like specifically Instagram, they be doing so much with their customers, and it's like
With the
he
fire
probably
on the
came
head.
in and he asked, just give me a taper fade and we'll be good. And this guy's like covering you with ice and clay and like gel and all this other shit. And
Burning
you're
your
like,
candle in your ear.
yeah.
And then when they snap their hair, go, bro, I didn't want my haircut. I wanted braids.
That's actually what happened to Omar. He's just playing it off.
Yeah,
He asked for a little off the
Omar
top.
fell asleep during his haircut.
You
He's
wanna
asked for a
know?
little-
You wanna know what's really funny? This was actually an accident. I had the razor in my hand, and I had the clips that you have, right? And originally, I started doing the clips, and like there is like 2 inches of hair. No, not 2 inches. That's a lie. It was like an inch and a
That's
half.
average.
It was like
That's
an inch and a.
That's average. That's more than enough.
It was like an inch and a half or whatever, right? And it looked fine. But then I had to lower this one part because it stopped working around here, and my hair was just like outgrown on this side and like super thin on this side. So I took the clip off and I started, and it was working at first, right? It was working, and then I slipped, and then I went like
So are you gonna grow it out, or is it just gonna stay like that?
probably. We'll see what happens. But
You gotta go back to blonde
So-
more. You gotta go
So
back to
when was the
blonde.
last time that you got a haircut before this? Like how long were you growing it out before you got a haircut?
I mean, I was cutting it regularly because I tried like a different thing. I mean, usually I used to cut it and then grow it all the way out, cut it, grow all the way out. But this time I kind of tried to keep it neat because there is like things I had to do. But I just decided, you know what, screw it. I gotta kind of grow it all at the same time. I want to see how that works out, and hopefully I can have like that luscious flow. You know what I mean? Just
It'll come back to you.
Yeah, you get the Fortnite flow, yeah.
Fortnite flow? That doesn't make any sense.
Yeah,
Fortnite flow.
big Midas.
All right, so to get right into it, I guess JJK's new episode was freaking amazing. I loved it. It was great.
Wait, which one? Oh, Gojo getting sealed.
Joe is sealed.
Gojo
finally
has been
sealed.
Yes,
Yeah,
he's
he just got sealed. Yeah.
packed up.
Well, something that's like interesting is it's like only episode 9. So I'm like very curious to see how the rest of the arc goes. Like I'm guessing Yuji might have another rage moment like he did against Mahito when he turned
Mhm.
Junpei. So I'm like really curious because I mean when I heard about Gojo getting sealed in this arc, I kind of like knew it was gonna happen, and I was like, oh, it's probably gonna happen towards the end. Then it happened so soon, so now it's like, what's the next like step? I guess it's obviously gonna be like Yuji doing something. I hope because my man is very underutilized at the moment. He's just fighting grasshoppers and shit.
Well, he's doing the JoJo.
Yeah, the
He's
order
doing the
order.
JoJo against grasshoppers. But yeah, I mean, Gojo being sealed is definitely the biggest news of the week.
Zom 100 on indefinite hiatus.
Get
Uh,
that
yeah.
shit is so bad.
Yeah.
This is exactly why I stopped watching. I'm not gonna lie. I mean, I started to like it later on. Austin, don't you dare give me that.
My
look.
God, don't give that shit.
No, no,
don't
no,
give that.
no, no. because you knew from the beginning. I was like,
It had
iffy
delays.
about it.
It had delays. Okay, but I'm not gonna be like, well, I'm not gonna watch because it has delays.
No, that's
And
not what
you
I'm saying.
can't account for the indefinite hiatus, which I saw was confirmed because now since they had so many delays, the spot on TV for them is taken up by another show in the fall, which they
As they
haven't
should.
disclosed yet.
Good.
It's a good show. The issue that I found out, like that I think I found with it, is that they expected it to be like this massive hit, and it has its own like garnered fan base. The issue was that they really thought they were gonna retain like top 10 on Netflix for like ever, and it just didn't do that.
I
Well, to
mean,
me, the show is like it's kind of like Rising of the Shield Hero, I guess, if I had to put it next to one where like it has its like niche fan base or like there's a fan base there, but like I don't think it's gonna reach like that mainstream audience like other shows will. Like, like My Dress Up Darling, Spy Family, where it's like Demon Slayer, like those shows that like everyone, even if you don't know anime, like you probably at least heard about it once. But
I
like
don't know
Zom
about my
100
Dress Up
is
Darling, people knowing that like too much. I
I
think
think a lot
people
of people
just
know
know
it.
that for like other reasons. I don't know.
Marin.
People, I don't think people like regard the show as wow critically acclaimed. They just kind of see a clip and they go, nope.
So wholesome and cute. It's amazing. It's kawaii.
Kawaii.
Eh,
So
Guys,
tell us the
Kawhi
real
Leonard.
stop my corner. There's everything wrong with the community. Okay.
Oh my gosh.
No,
So
that's
tell
not
us the
my
real
thing.
reason why you stopped watching Omar.
What?
Zom 100 because the
Because
whole
no, I wasn't crazy about it, right? Like the concept to
There we
me
go.
was really like, all right, you know what? I'm gonna
That's a
say
lot
it.
of
The
people.
concept
People
to
don't
me.
like it. People don't
I'm
like
gonna
it.
shut up. Let me
People
talk.
don't like People just don't like it. It's true.
No, I mean like yeah, but at the same time, why I stopped it was I'm not gonna lie. What the fuck was the premise? It was stupid. Like yes, you can have it as a movie, and it really worked as a movie because I watched the movie. I thought it was much better. But when I watched the show, I'm looking at it and I'm like,
What movie?
The live action movie.
Pause.
there
That
live
live
action?
that live action movie fucking sucked.
I liked it. I liked
I
the
think someone can produce a better movie by wiping 2 pieces of toilet paper between their fucking ass. That movie
Okay, I'm
sucked.
not gonna lie.
They
I
they
lied.
put in
I didn't
so
watch
many
it.
volumes into 2 hours. It was boof.
For
Yeah,
Zom
no, I'm not
100,
gonna
there's a
lie. I didn't
live
watch
Yes,
it.
action
it
movie.
sucks. It sucks absolute garbage.
I'm looking this up.
Yeah, but apparently
did
it
it
was
come
made.
out?
It was made after it. Apparently.
No, it was made
But-
during. Like they dropped them at the same time around that.
Yeah, something like that. But no, but on a genuine note, I thought the premise was really stupid because this guy was just so happy This guy was so happy the entire time just to not work. Like I get his whole life for a good 2 to 5 years. I don't remember the exact time frame. But
3 years.
3 years. Okay, I was still on the money. But like still, I don't get
Omar.
it. I don't get the reason why he's like psycho about not being in the job, but his death is basically inevitable because of these fucking zombies.
Yeah, that's the cool part.
Okay.
It's a bucket list. That's the whole point of the show. Zom
Okay.
100, 100 things on a bucket list to do.
He
And
only
the whole
did
point
2
is to show
things.
that I mean, Japanese corporate like logistics isn't very good. Like they get treated like absolute dog crap. They sleep on
Exactly.
the floor.
It's a cultural thing.
And the whole issue with that is that when these zombies arise, he's kind of like, yo, fuck it, I don't gotta do my job. I don't have to worry about taxes, no
He
mortgage,
gets the
absolutely nothing.
freedom.
He gets the freedom that he's always yearned for, and even if it comes with the inevitable price of death, he still wants to do all these things until the show ends.
And we all know what Omar's looking for. He's looking for the main character to go gumu gumu no Gatling or some
Yeah.
shit.
Yeah.
Oh,
hell yeah.
Omar's like, why doesn't he have hockey? Why doesn't he
Yeah.
have hockey? Why doesn't he have hockey?
You want to talk about that con we went to in Philadelphia? Yeah.
That was funny.
Yeah, that was funny. That was
funny.
that was funny, right?
Full armament.
No, don't say it.
Full armament.
All right, we need the back. We need the context. What
No,
happened
no,
in
no, no, no,
Philadelphia?
absolutely no context. No, 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 no,
That's
no, absolutely no
actually
context.
gonna get him canceled. Let's stop it right there.
Me? That
I'm
was
cutting that
you.
out. I'm cutting that out. Genuinely. I'm
Well,
cutting that.
thinking
In there.
full armament is black, so someone was blackface at
Stop
Philadelphia.
it.
Someone was black facing at Philadelphia. Yes.
Nobody
Okay.
was doing that actually though. It was just like
It was. Let's just say there was an anime character that was black, but the guy cosplaying it was white. and me and Omar did not find that
He
acceptable.
got that Dragon Ball Z black
He
black
had the
character
Mr.
vibe going.
He had the Mr. Popo fit on.
Yeah.
Let's just say
Oh
that
jeez.
he had the full body armament.
Remember
Oh
when
my
we
gosh.
remember when we ran into the furries?
Oh, that was, dude.
That was so
Ev-
funny.
That's everything wrong with the planet Earth.
And that is legitimately everything wrong with the planet Earth. Austin, we
At
Okay, so
the
first of all-
Comic-Con or whatever.
yeah. So first things first, we met at a random con. For some reason, there's a Windows by Anderson company there, right?
Yeah, it's actually
Me and
pretty
RJ meet this dude, and this
I
dude
don't-
is
what's-
super
Logan.
what is
chill.
Windows by
Logan.
Anderson?
Logan, shout out
Logan.
Logan, Renewal by Anderson. You're my guy. But we met Logan, and we started talking to him throughout the entire day. Like I got his number down, and I was like saying like, "Oh, meet us when you have lunch," and he did.
That
And
shitty food court food.
yeah, but I mean that pizza
$5
kind of
pizza.
the pizza was like okay.
The
$5 pizza.
Sabaros. You guys got Sabaros?
No,
That's
not
like
even.
classic
It,
food
it
court.
was
It was school lunch pizza.
yeah, legitimately,
Pretty
it was
much.
bad. It was bad.
I ain't gonna lie, shit was tragic.
Should have got a new paddock, but look.
I ran into countless
Um,
furries as well.
Yeah, so later on, me, RJ, this guy, and our friend Nick that we also brought with us.
Huh?
Huh?
We started taking pictures with.
I didn't take picture with a furry. I took one picture with a furry,
Bro,
and
I
I was
have
because
I have
hated
it.
me.
I have
That shit's so bad.
it. We took pictures with the furries.
Just a gag, just to gag it out. Dude, I'm not trying to be, I'm not trying to like
Yeah.
be an asshole here to like like that community,
Mhm.
but like, I'm sorry to say it, but there's some, like pretty weird fucking people.
And-
The guy was trying to like bop my nose, and so I was like, nope, not today.
Who, the furries?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like
Oh, it's probably gonna be
Anthony,
like based
go
on
ahead.
like whatever group you meet. I'm sure some are like much more ruder than others. My I have like 2 furry stories, I guess, which is weird to say. It was like something I never
He
think
is
I'd
a
have to
furry.
say.
He's a furry.
I'm not a furry. I was moving into college like 2 years ago after COVID, and it's like August, and I'm moving in, and it's like my dad's helping me and shit, and so is my mom. And me and my dad, they if you ever moved in college, you'll know that, like usually your dorms or whatever, like the buildings, they have these big like tubs you take your shit in. We push that in, we're coming out, we're pushing it back out to my car to get the last few boxes or whatever. And there is someone in a full fursuit in August in like northern
Dude, oof,
Pennsylvania.
it's
It's
so
like
hot.
90 degrees. My dad goes, "Oh, is that the school mascot?" And I'm like, "No, it's someone in a fursuit." He's like, "The fuck is a fursuit?" And I'm like, "Oh, Dad, it's like these people who like they dress up and they have like fursonas and stuff." And
Don't worry, he's
and
just
this person was like, I guess like a fuzzy like dinosaur dragon thing or something. And I'm like, "Dad, where did you get the fighting Scots in a dinosaur?" Because it was the end. My school was like Edinburgh, and we were the fighting Scots. And then when I would go to my ex's place down in Pittsburgh in East Liberty, they had the furry con, and we went out into like the strip district or something.
there's a whole
And the
furry con.
Yeah, there's a whole furry con in Pittsburgh like every year.
Oh,
And I had no idea about it. And we go down to the strip district to have dinner. We go to this like iron baked pizza place, and the entire place is packed with furries. And I had zero fucking clue. And I was like, I walked in with my girlfriend, and I'm like, now by the way, we were like, everyone stares at us, which was normal at the time. I mean, I was in like an interracial relationship, so like I always got stares.
Oh,
But dude,
that's
I walked
scary.
in and I was like, what the fuck? What is this? And then I asked the
Don't even
person
use the
behind
bathroom.
us. I was like, where are you guys coming from? Oh, there's a big furry con down at David M. Lawrence Convention Center, and I'm like, oh, okay. And then
mean-
another story. I don't want to ramble, but like this goes hand in hand.
He might be a furry at this point.
No, it's
think
not a
so.
furry story. It's not a furry story. It's like the same exact thing. We were driving down to Panama City or Myrtle Beach or somewhere. I forget where we were driving down to. And we stopped in Raleigh, North Carolina for the day. And we had a Segway tour of the city. And we come into the city and they have like all the, like the buildings, like they're all lit up different colors and stuff. And we go and we sit down at this place before we have our Segway place the next morning. And the guy asked if we're here for the gay parade or like the pride parade or whatever. And my dad's like, no, we didn't know that's going. When's that happening? And it's happening right in the Segway tour time. So when we're on our Segway tour, we're in the pride parade in the Segway tour. And I thought
That's
it was
fire.
so hilarious.
That's fire. Gay parades are fun. People can hate all they want. Gay parades are actually pretty fun.
I mean,
Yeah, they
I'm
had like
sure
and
it
they had
is.
like
That's just
bomb
funny.
churros too.
Half the time, people aren't even gay. Like they're just like there to support gay people.
They had like bomb food too. I think we got like a churro and like a gyro, however you pronounce it, and
Euro.
Oh my
a
god.
euro.
So, dude, interesting story. Oh my god, I've been talking about this so much
Mayo de
recently.
noche.
I've been talking about this so much. The only place that calls it a gyro, RJ, you're not gonna believe me, is New Jersey.
I call it a gyro.
You call it a
he's in
gyro?
Philadelphia. He just
Yeah.
said they called it a gyro.
But like, okay, but like I heard this apparently like the only place, the only state in the U.S. that calls it gyro is New Jersey.
yeah, we
You
can't even
traveled
wrong that.
outside of New Jersey yet in your life?
No, I have not.
We literally went to Pennsylvania like 3 months ago.
Not even.
Oh yeah, Philadelphia.
Philadelphia, whatever.
Well,
yeah.
Philadelphia is like
I have a house.
I
in
don't even know
Philadelphia.
what Philadelphia is.
All I know from Philadelphia is Philly cheesesteak. And New Jersey
No,
makes
it's
better
not.
cheesesteaks than
Philadelphia. Okay, listen. Philadelphia cheesesteaks, which is like the ones made in Philadelphia, are trash.
Yeah,
All
New
the
Jersey
popular ones
best,
use
bro.
Cheese Whiz, which is dog shit cheese,
Yeah, what the fuck is up with Cheese Whiz? Who the hell uses Cheese Whiz?
because they're cheap and they know come to Geno's, come to Gino. No, I'm not gonna come to Geno's. Okay.
Dude,
And
go to
have
Jersey.
Cheese Whiz.
Jersey has the best food. Jersey has the best food.
We got the best pizza because
Best
whether they
food,
like
worst
it or
sewage
not,
system.
like
We have the best food. We have the best bagels. We have the best pizza. We have the
Mhm.
best cheesesteak. We have the best almost everything you can get, bro.
No.
yeah, we do.
I'm telling you right now, Detroit style pizza is the best style
You're eating
pizza.
fucking soup. You're literally eating soup.
What do you don't know Detroit style? It's
I've
deep
had
dish.
Detroit style. Yeah, deep dish. It's a fucking soup.
Chicago's deep
No.
dish.
You're drinking marinara sauce.
No,
Chicago is deep
Chicago is
dish.
deep dish with the sauce on top. Detroit is just regular deep dish, the square Sicilian style.
Where's
That's
the
just a grandma
cheese?
slice. That's a grandma slice.
Where's
That's
the
literally a grandma
cheese?
slice.
Where's the
Uncultured people on this
cheese?
podcast.
You go to Detroit like for pizza? Come on.
I
No,
didn't
no,
go.
no. I
went to the
want to know
Lions
one
game.
question. In Chicago pizza, where's the fucking cheese?
It's under the sauce.
No, it's not. Where's the cheese?
It's under the football team. It's in the dirt. Whoa.
Yeah, oh, we got.
I don't want almost showing the plumber crack.
I walked off the podcast.
Omar just pulled off with the
Omar built like Frankie.
NSFW.
No, but I just don't like Chicago.
Chicago.
Damn, 2 waters. That's insane.
Shit,
I
tragic.
got 1.
Have
So let's get to anime.
barely.
Besides Zom 100, how
Oh.
do we get to all this like to pizza, furries, and shit out of Zom 100?
Let's talk about the
Good
JJK
segue.
manga. What happened this week?
I don't think so. I already got it spoiled like
Oh, so you know what
40,000
happened?
times. Yes.
You know what happened? It's
Yes.
Gojo over, my friends.
Gojo.
At this point, you don't care. At this point, I could just talk about it. You got spoiled.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know about Omar though. Did you get spoiled?
You're gonna beat the fraud allegations. Let's just say that. I
There
never
was fraud
want
allegations
anyone
for
to have
him,
the true
bro.
Sukuna. He beat the fraud allegations.
Who? Sukuna?
He beat the
Bro.
fraud allegations.
How is there fraud allegations? Isn't he supposed to be like the most powerful cursed spirit in the entire world?
Gojo was beating his ass, right, for the whole fight. But in reality, what he was doing was he was using cursed spirit Maharaga so he can find out how to adapt to Limitless.
Oh,
And then
shit.
all he did was watch the cursed spirit adapt to it twice, and he was like, "All right, got the gist of it," and cut this motherfucker in half.
So how
So-
long do you think until
I-
it gets animated?
Oh, 2026, bro. We're like 160 chapters still away.
Oh, really? Are we? So we haven't even hit like chapter 100 in the anime.
No, we're at chapter 90. We still need to see Choso versus Yuji, which is soon.
No, I've been
Okay, because
reading,
you were
bro.
hyping this Choso guy up,
I love Choso. Choso's the goat.
and
That's your brother, bro. Come on.
like that's why I was like, when's this guy gonna start like getting shit? Because like he's throwing these cool ass moves out, but like he's barely on screen.
Blood manipulation.
Yeah, he just cuts all the people's heads off and shit. That was dope.
He kind of rebuttals his whole ideology though, because he finds out that Yuji's his brother and was like, "Yo,
Wait, what?
Oh, Nissan.
Yuji's
Yeah.
whose brother?
Choso's."
That's crazy.
So wait, so then
I'm
wouldn't
not
that
gonna-
make him the brother of the 2 fucks he killed at the end of season 1?
And
Right?
I mean, no longer, I guess. I mean,
Yeah, but
Kenjaku
weren't-
was
Bro, Yuji killed his
Yuji's
own brothers?
father.
Who?
I mean, well, Kenjaku's Yuji's mother, technically.
Oh, I know that one. I remember. I
I
saw
don't
Bro,
even
that.
know. Who the
he
fuck
done
is that?
can you remember how
So
Getu like pulled his head and shit? And
Yeah.
then he showed the brain, that's Kenjaku. He's an ancient sorcerer.
And
Kenjaku
that
is the one that's
And his
controlling him.
brain was in Yuji's mother, and then Yuji's
Geto
mother.
died at the end of
Yeah.
film 0,
yeah, I
right?
got that.
But Kenjaku,
Kenjaku's brain used to be in Yuji's mom's brain, and then Yuji's dad, who looks just like Heianera Sukuna, just with one face. He has a resemblance. It's there.
no, that's his granddad.
Both of them. Have you not seen the dad? Pull up
Yeah,
the picture
yeah,
right
yeah, yeah. I think I have, but we can't pan.
My
to.
fucking brain's gonna explode. Holy shit.
Don't share yet because
now. That's why.
don't. Yeah. But anyway,
Yeah,
I
I
lost
am
my
like,
train of thought. I'm not gonna lie.
that is fucking brain melting shit.
Yeah, no, it's
Jesus.
kind of crazy to think about. I know Yuji right now. I saw a theory, something along the lines of like Yuji's the real chosen one or something like that. Oh shoot, RJ, don't share because we can't see it because we remember we
Yeah.
got the overlay.
Oh,
Yeah, that's what I was trying to say.
tragic.
Yeah. Sorry about that, guys. That was just.
Yeah, we're probably all over the place.
We'll make one for next time
Matter.
though.
Doesn't
If we
matter.
want to share, if we want to
Yeah.
share, it doesn't matter. We'll do that.
Well,
next
let's
time.
just say Yuji is just an Ichigo Control C Control V. Bro is every race.
So
Damn.
what you're saying is he's part spirit.
Pretty much, they refer to him as a cursed object soaked in Sukuna's cursed energy.
Oh crap!
Yeah. I
So-
think
Okay.
all he needs is to like eat a death painting.
A death
What
paint?
the fuck is half this shit you're saying, man?
Dude, the death painting. Remember? I can't share the screen, but they glossed over in season 1 what a death painting is. It's a cursed object.
I'm gonna look it up right now.
I was gonna say,
A
I'll
death
look it up too.
painting?
Death painting.
I think Chosen was a
JJK.
death painting actually.
Damn, they must fucking have so much shit going on in the damn manga.
Yeah.
No, I'm just
Death painting.
seeing YouTube thumbnails. So
So
Speaking-
wait, so no, just like explain it really quickly, RJ. So Kenjaku is technically Yuji's mother, and then Yuji's father is the spitting
Well-
image of Sukuna.
Well, I'm not saying the spitting image of Sukuna, but him and his grandfather share like very like eerie resemblance to
Yeah.
a Heianera Sukuna.
There was a theory that said
And
that.
also, when you look at Sukuna when he's fighting actual Yuji and Shibuya, well, 15 Fingers Sukuna, he says, "Oh, you're from that era." Like, there's an obvious like notion that Kenjaku and that Sukuna have that wasn't related to the story that they know about Yuji, and we know that Yuji is like has like crazy physical attributes and he's crazy in speed. Like,
Mhm.
I don't want to get too spoiled in because of that whole fight, but he's like hanging people at the same like speed like Toji essentially
Sheesh.
against a 15 finger Sukuna. So.
Boy, better not be dead either.
I'll be very interested to see this when it gets animated. That's all I'll
Yuji's
say.
dope, bro. People hate on him. No one hits more black flashes than my boy, except for Gojo, sadly enough.
Gojo over.
So for the fall
Chat,
2023 is starting up next week, kind of sort of at the end of this week. What are some shows we're gonna be watching this season? I got a bunch, but I want to hear what you guys got to say
I
because
really
I'm like,
have not looked into it.
Me neither.
I've just been watching Bungo Stray Dogs for like the past week.
yeah, I was waiting for the dub to come out of that before I watched the whole
The sub
season.
is so good. I like the sub. The only dub voice that I like is Dazai. That's it.
I think I don't know. I guess I just prefer because I like watched I think 3 seasons of dub and then
That's
like the
true.
4th
You get
came
used to
out.
it.
Yeah,
Have you been
I'm-
watching One Piece, Austin?
I actually just finished Fishman Island today.
How did you like it?
You finished Dog Shit Island?
Oh, it was
It
all
was-
right.
it
I
was
thought
not
the
bad.
I thought it dragged a little bit, but
Yeah.
you know, it wasn't too bad. I like post time skip a lot, like 10 times more so far already.
Really?
Yeah. I mean,
Okay.
I don't know, pre time skip, maybe it's just because I like better visuals, but I mean the comedy was really good in pre time skip, but the post
You're not
time
gonna get it
skip,
back.
that's fine. I'll
You're not
take the
gonna
better visuals and better fight scenes. One thing I will say that I really, really, really liked. I don't know if this is something post time skip or just something that the One Piece people started putting in, like when people hit moves, they like change the text up, and that's so cool to me.
Wait, what? They changed the
Like
what?
when Usopp does a move and he says his move, instead of like it just showing the word, it'll like come across like a sniper scope revealing the word. And then like
Oh, okay,
Kurosame has
that's
like a
cool.
shark on it and stuff. So
That's kind of dope.
Oh yeah, that is kind of
I,
cool.
I I I don't mind Fishman Island. I just don't like arcs where primarily like any straw hat can take down the antagonist. Because Horty Jones is just a fishman off a perky, and I think
yeah.
Sanji can take his ass. So
Yeah.
Yeah, I felt like the Hody Jones was like they played him up too much for like how much he really could do.
he was
Like they
mid.
acted like, cause like Jinbei like the whole time's like you can't fight Hody. You're telling Straw Hat Luffy he can't fight Hody
That's what I'm
Jones,
saying.
some
Like
bumfuck.
Jinbei could beat Hody.
Jinbei can be
Yeah, he
Hody.
blocked his
That's the
whatever
thing.
that like that water drop attack. He blocked it, and like it's like
Jinbei really could have kicked Hody Jones's ass. Like there was no doubt in my mind that he could have done that.
I think page one is beating. Like relative, like no.
I don't even know who Page One is.
Who's who?
Page 1 is beating who?
Who's who is beating Hody Jones easily?
Oh yeah, 100%.
I even
Jinbei,
think
I
Mark
feel
Ray
like you're sleeping on Jinbei a bit because Jinbei later on, he straight up like resists Big Mom.
No, I'm hyping him up. I'm saying that Jinbei can slaughter Hody Jones.
Yeah, no, I'm saying. Yeah, no. I'm just thinking like.
Jinbei's definitely number 4 on the crew.
Mm,
You have Luffy, Zoro, Sanji,
mm,
and then Jinbei. I'm
mm.
dude. I'm sorry, but Sanji's having no issue with who's who. I promise you.
Sanji's having
Jinbei.
no issue with who's who, but Sanji is definitely struggling against Big Mom and the likes of her.
Okay, I can give you this. The only reason why Jinbei was able to hurt Big Mom was because one, they were fighting on the sea in seawater, and then he hit her with a seawater attack. One, two, just has no fear. He just resisted Big Mom's thing. Those are the only two feats you could put. Sanji has fought Queen and every single like Commander 3 that Luffy has fought.
Okay, but
You're telling me Jinbei is beating Katakuri?
is Big Mom stronger than Katakuri?
You're saying Jinbei's beating Katakuri?
I'm saying it's very possible.
Jinbei is not relative to Big Mom in any way. He hit her because they were on seawater, and as we know, all Devil Fruit users are instantly affected by seawater.
Yeah, but also with her fruit, what her deal is that if you're intimidated by the fruit, that's the only time it's pretty much gonna work.
That's only when she rolls her like death roll. That's only when she does that.
And then she has her like soul manipulation, like she could be
Yeah,
able.
but like I said, they were on seawater, and he threw seawater at her essentially.
Mm.
That's
could.
the same as Luffy like just dipping his ankle into water and just falling down because we've seen that happen all the time. Seawater. So like we can easily just sit here and be like, yeah, Brook is relative to Big Mom because he wasn't scared of her and he hit her a couple times. Big Mom is known to just be hit all the time. She doesn't evade attacks.
Well, I mean, she's enormous. Like from what I saw of
She
her at the
doesn't
end
evade
of
any
Fishman
attacks.
Island.
She's enormous.
The
She's.
only
I'm gonna
time she
try to
started
get
to
through
evade
Punk
attacks.
Hazard pretty quickly.
Punk Hazard's fun. I like Punk Hazard. You
Punk
see Law.
Hazard was really
Go.
good. Yeah, Law becomes my favorite character around them.
I thought you said last week that you didn't like Earth. What was the week that you had to take about the law fight in Punk
He
Hazard or
doesn't.
something?
He switches up. One day he likes Law, the other day he doesn't. One day he likes Kid, the other day he doesn't.
Wait.
Yeah, I thought you didn't like I thought you like your like overhyped moment was like a fight in Punk Hazard.
Yeah, because the fight in Punk Hazard was like.
How can he be your favorite in Punk Hazard if that's like
Because
the
I
most
started to like him as a character in Punk Hazard doesn't mean that I like the fights in Punk Hazard.
Well, then what did you like about Law in Punk Hazard?
Law is a cool guy.
Well, why is he a cool
He
guy if
pulled
he's
up.
overrated?
He pulled up with the 100 hearts with no issue. That's my thing.
Yeah, but they were like, I think that part was I think that part was overrated because they were just fodder pirates.
True.
But I think the really two hype moments was him picking up the battleship and then cutting
That's
the mountain in
exactly
half.
what I was. That's exactly what I was really like. Okay.
But but the mountain cutting was way bigger than the ship one because the One Piece never stops audio. They never stop like a song or an audio playing. When Law cut the whole mountain in half, the audio stopped playing for 15 seconds. Just for everyone to be like, oh shit.
Yeah, that's about right. That's about right.
Is
Like
there
I
any
said,
arcs coming up that I should expect to be kind of trash? Maybe like Zao, Whole Cake,
Zoe's
Reverie.
good.
Zoe's
Zoe's
pretty
good.
good.
So Whole Cake is good. I think Wano Act 1 is pretty almost unbearable to watch, but Wano Act 2 and 3 is amazing. Because Wano's split into three parts. You have Wano Act 1, which is the Straw Hats getting to Wano. You got a lot of backstory and like prefaces about like what's gonna happen, and then that stuff. Not saying it's unbearable, but it kind of feels like you're back in like kind of like Alabasta in the beginning, like you're in a war torn country, blah blah blah. And for Alabasta, it was like 10 episodes, but for Wano, it's like 100. So I'm sure with One Piece, they definitely ease it down.
And
But
Wano was, I gotta say, Wano was worse than Alabasta.
Wano entirely is worse than Alabasta.
Like the situation, I should say, is worse.
Oh, I thought you meant like Wano's a
No,
worse
no, no,
arc
no.
than Alabasta. I was
Alabasta,
like, Wano is.
Alabasta's leagues
Alabasta's
behind
top three, bro.
Wano.
No, I think Alabasta's like top 5 arc.
Yeah,
100%.
it is,
I
but
love
it's just
Alabasta.
like not. Wano's like top one right now. Speaking of
Yeah,
Wano, the Wano arc, when we just finished the Wano arc, we were getting out of Wano finally, but like we're still in it. Obviously, we got to see older Momonosuke.
it's older Momonosuke in the last episode.
Yeah, we will. No, we didn't see him yet. He didn't turn
didn't
yet.
show?
It was just Hiyori and then the seven scabbards.
Oh, they saw him, yeah.
Yeah, you didn't see him yet, but you
You
see him.
you see him in the ending. Like it's so stupid. Toei loves spoiling people. You see like an older Momonosuke, and in like the ending, you're like, bruh, like this is an obvious spoiler.
Yeah. So what do you think is next, RJ? What do you? I know we got. So a little while ago, me and RJ went to New York City for. I believe RJ was picking up this pop, right? We went to like this like cookie shop, I think, right?
Yeah,
A
to get
Funko Pop, by the way.
It was
If
a
anyone's
Funko
wondering what a
Pop,
pop.
yes. Yes.
Not like a. He didn't just go to NYC to get like a Coke out of a vending machine.
Yeah, no.
No.
See, we're already messing up terminology. But we went and we were discussing this whole like 10-part theory on Reddit for One Piece.
We are not doing this right now.
Oh
No.
my god.
We're not discussing that whole thing right now. No.
We're not discussing the entire thing because first of all, I don't even know where it is on my phone.
It hasn't
I
been
completely
true really
lost
though.
it. Some things have. The one thing that I think is going to become true is that Frankie eventually gets the
Paw
paw
fruit?
fruit. Yeah.
I just don't know because Marijwa is not. I don't know. That'd be cool, but he completely missed the whole fact that Kizaru and Saturn went to Egghead, and that's kind of discriminating for me. It's like kind of like, yo, those guys are fraud.
Yeah, that's true. He didn't say anything about Egghead.
Yo, he said no. We were ready on Egghead, I believe.
Oh yeah, we must have been on Egghead. But the guy was talking about it for a long time.
I just.
Oh
don't
wait,
know.
no, yeah, no, we were on Egghead already. No, we were on Egghead already. You're right.
I just don't like how. The biggest point is Kizaru and Saturn being on Egghead, and he missed it. So it's like I don't think he's really credible anymore.
Well, here's the thing, because the way that I was looking at the entire thing while I was reading it was that this guy has to hide it in lies. The only reason why it's probably up on Reddit, or why it was up on Reddit, because the guy had to hide it within lies to reveal the truth as well.
If
Like-
you love One Piece and you say different things 100 times, one of them is bound to be true. So we can't like take all these incredible, like I mean not incredible, like not credible sources and then just pick one out and be like, whoa, this guy's telling the future. Like if I spit out 90 million theories,
Yeah,
I'm bound to get one correct.
true.
Like, just
I mean,
if you
that's for
like
everything, yeah.
love One Piece a lot, like you're like there's so many theories that have become correct,
Yeah.
and there's a bunch of them that age like milk, but we're not gonna talk about that.
Age
So it's like,
milk.
let's just say we're very happy that Oda himself writes One Piece, and not some of these theorizers.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
and I don't even think it's just One Piece. Just some people who think that they know how the story should go, and
Yeah.
it's like, are you reading the same story that we are? Because like,
I
what
th-
the that makes like some of the ideas I've seen is like ridiculous. Like I saw one about how Naruto should have died at the end of the first season of Naruto,
What?
at the end of original Naruto, and Sasuke should have taken over.
What?
Yeah,
The show is
I
called
mean-
Sasuke now.
I mean, I don't know how they would like transition that, but I was like, so like, then what
Are
would
we
the
just
second?
forgetting like the name of the series?
Well, I think just people who like they really like one character, so they want it to be like more prevalent. But I'm not over here talking about how I think Naruto Shippuden should have been focused on Shino. Like that'd be ridiculous. Like
Even though you
Shino's a
want more
cool
Shino.
side character. I love Shino, man. I think Shino's one of the best characters in
With the
Naruto.
bug manipulation.
Yeah, with the bug
I fuck with
manipulation.
Shino. I like Shino. I'm not gonna lie.
He gets
I
like
like
barely
Shino.
any fights and he wins all of them. So like,
Yeah,
I think he
Sasuke
His
could beat
loses all
record
of
is
them.
Madara.
flawless. His record is flawless. I want a Shino versus Akamaru for real fight, and I think Shino can wipe the floor with him.
Akamaru
Akamaru.
is
He could
gets
give
no
he
diff
could give
by like 90%.
Akamaru flies real quick. That's it.
Yeah, Akamaru gets no diff by like 90% of all Jonin. I'm sorry, bro.
Yeah,
His
the
dog puts in
dog.
more work than him.
You mean then you mean Kiba?
Yeah, Kiba's dog Akamaru puts in more work than him.
Definitely.
Yeah, the only work that Kiba puts in, he just transforms into his dog because he knows that he can't do shit by himself.
Fang over Fang.
I thought for the fall 2023 season, I thought didn't you watch Doctor Stone? Omar, aren't you gonna watch the next part?
I'm
I
gonna
watched
try.
Doctor Stone.
I'm gonna try. I mean, I wasn't like I started watching it, and then Jad, my cousin, distracted me with another anime, which was Tower
What's
of God. But I mean, it's okay right now. It's
Have you
nothing
seen
else.
Samurai Champloo yet?
Who?
I watched Samurai Champloo, Omar.
I gotta watch Samurai Champloo.
Yeah,
That's
that'll
all I
become
think.
your next favorite anime,
You
actually,
have to
if you
watch
watch
it.
that.
It's so cold.
RJ, where's my
Also,
prize tag?
Also, I would like to add the fact that Omar dropped so many. What is this Sasuke take you're trying to push in the group chat? I'm
Which
wondering
one?
Oh wait, I didn't see anything. Let me see it.
Which one?
about
Let
how
me
like
read it.
Sasuke's dead or whatever, and it's like a
Oh
guy with
yeah,
6 likes
yeah.
on TikTok, and I
Okay.
watched the TikTok. There's no like proof.
No, I think there is a genuine reason why Sasuke could be dead, right? So, in the manga, Boruto says to Code the antagonist. He says to him, just like give me an idea where you put the Ten Tails, or tell me where the Ten Tails is. But Sasuke already knows where the Ten Tails is. So if Boruto doesn't know where,
That is kind of true.
huh? Yeah,
That
right?
is kind
Like
of true. Yeah, that makes sense.
if he doesn't know where the Ten Tails is, Sasuke could have told him, right? He's been training him for 3 years.
Well, not really either, because Sasuke could be alive, but without his Rinnegan, he can't really tell Boruto where it is. He doesn't have a Rinnegan anymore. He can't tell him where it is.
That is true. I was thinking about that as I was saying it.
And also, I mean, Sasuke's probably like naked in the forest since Boruto has all of his clothes, so.
True. I mean, wait.
Boruto's all of his clothes just naked in the forest.
You got to think about it logistically. I mean, look, if Sasuke was alive right now, he would probably be at the village. First of all. Second of all, I mean, like, he would tell. I mean, I don't know, man. The renegade thing is a good point, but at the same time, I feel like he would still know where it is, right? But he just wouldn't be able to travel there. But Boruto could probably travel there with his eye.
Yeah, I know he could, but like how it's if it's like someone like he doesn't have directions, it's like he lost his map, so how's he gonna tell someone else where it is?
But okay, so my question is because I'm not caught up on the Boruto manga and stuff.
Don't worry, nobody is.
Is
The only viewer.
what would what would be the point of killing Sasuke then?
Because
Like
the
why
show's
like
not
why
about
would
Sasuke. Why do we need him?
Gege, Kishimoto off screening their best characters.
As he should.
No,
but
Like
Sasuke.
that
why
gay
is there no point
off-screen
for him
Orochi.
anymore? Like is Naruto still alive?
Yeah, bro's trapped in a cube.
Okay.
Yeah, Naruto's trapped in a cube.
Like, because this is the same thing of like, how would you feel if they killed Shanks off screen?
Fuck Shanks. No, I'm kidding. I like Shanks.
We've seen Shanks like 3 times throughout the series.
Yeah,
I would be okay.
No, I like Shanks a lot. I think Shanks, the reason why he's only been showed 3 or 4 times, uh, is for the fact that he's gonna get a lot of screen time in the future, and then abruptly die. So I don't think they're gonna off screen him. I think that One Piece fans will like we usually agree with Oda for even things that we don't agree with, but if they were to off-screen Shanks, that would cause a civil war.
Yeah.
Shanks like has been shown 3 times, and all popularity polls he's top 3. So
Because there's
it's
just so much
Luffy, Zoro,
mystery
Shanks.
around him.
Luffy,
That's it,
Zoro,
though.
Shanks.
If there
Well,
was just
imagine if they
mystery around
off-screened
him.
Ace. What if
Oh,
they
he's
off-screened Ace?
He's Figgle Shanks, yeah. Celestial. I mean, I was right. I was right.
It
No,
was.
he
I mean,
doesn't
I
know
will.
that.
Huh? Why didn't you hear what he said?
Good.
Good. Doesn't matter.
Well, I was gonna say
right.
the end of Fishman Island was really cool. Like how they show that scene where Jinbei's giving Luffy blood, and it kind of gives you like almost like the synopsis of like what the arc was about, which is like no matter if it's like a fishman or a human, through this small like thing you can't even consider a path, the same thing runs through both their
Yeah.
bodies, which is like a whole. It's like even like an in real life political thing, you know. A lot of people say, which is like we all bleed the same and stuff. So
Yeah. I also
I
like
thought
the
that was
whole.
cool.
I also like the whole thing with koala. I think they did that perfectly in Fishman Island.
Koala.
I'm pretty sure they talked about koala in Fishman Island, right?
A little.
The girl. The brown-haired girl who was getting pushed around by Arlong's crew.
Oh yeah.
In
Okay.
Jinbei. Yeah,
Yeah.
I think they did that really good for following up like for the next arcs and stuff because
Yeah. Well,
There's
and because
development.
because they show like it's not her fault, and they fell in love with the human, or like I guess not fall in love, but they like she became a part of the crew, and then like they got sold out by her village, not her. So it's like, and she was gonna go and tell her village like fishermen aren't that bad, and then you have the whole Fisher Tiger thing, where he like basically is, telling the crew like don't tell the people of Fishman Island how I died.
well then he did blood transfusion and then he didn't want koala to give it to him or something like that. I forgot. It
Yeah,
was like
they
basically I
kept
don't
doing.
want blood from no human. Something
Yeah,
like that. He said that. Yeah.
yeah,
Fish Tiger's
and
dope.
I'm man, I like the Hody Jones is just so like I don't.
Perky protector.
They like because they just give him the energy steroids and all of his crew the energy steroids for the whole like the aspect of like oh now he's like so much stronger, but like at the same time like
Weak
he
as fuck.
got beaten like 2 seconds basically when like Luffy got into the Noah, like he got beat by one hit, which was
Same.
elephant gun Gatling basically.
Elephant
Also
Gatling.
that was also just to show how strong Luffy has become since post time skip. Like
Yeah, so
when
he's
he
kind of
like
like a
get onto
fodder
the
antagonist, I
yeah.
guess.
Hody Jones is what Arlong was if Luffy had hockey.
Yeah, because I mean he kind of beat up Arlong in the same way, to be honest, when
No,
because
Arlong
he
and him
just
had actually a good fight. That's what I'm saying. Like if Arlong, I mean if Luffy fought Arlong with hockey, it'd just be one tap, boom,
yeah.
gone.
And
Fishman,
they kind of, I think they put the princes in like Hody's way to like try to make him
Hiroshi.
seem like a, yeah, like Fukaboshi and the guy who's like la di tu da do re mi fa so fucking whatever.
Yeah, he should have been killed.
Yeah, and then like you have the whole Shirahoshi, so now like
Cry, cry.
they know like her whole power, and then they're, I guess this is like almost the start of like Luffy building his own turf in the New World because he's like declared war on Big Mom because he ate all of her candy.
Yeah.
So
You know what's fire about the whole arc too? When Robin was eating the poneglyph and she was like, "Who are you, Joy Boy?" I was like, "That's the perfect way to introduce Joy Boy."
yeah, because I've heard like not, I guess not like leaks, but I've heard people call Luffy Joy Boy or whatever. So when I saw that, I was like, okay, I wonder how this is gonna. And
Good. I
then
mean,
they
yeah.
like kind of
Why
she
you
has
look?
that talk with Neptune. What's so funny, Omar?
No, yeah.
No, it's not even that. It just looked like get him out of here. Like someone just kick him from the call. That was cringe.
Okay, this is something that
Sorry.
RJ was talking about earlier.
Yeah.
What is like the best example you can give of Omar switching up on a show?
This guy used to swear by Naruto, like
Oh
I'm
my
talking
God! Shut
like swear
up!
by Naruto, and then just recently, this guy's like, you know what, man? It's
That
just
is a
bad writing,
lie. That is
really
a
bad writing.
lie.
Anything like if I say anything on Naruto, he's like, I don't know, man. Just don't
He
like
is
it.
always coming after Naruto and
Nah.
Kishimoto,
Bad
and you
writing.
always are
Coming
like,
after
Naruto,
Kishimoto,
Torama dying,
yes.
horrible writing.
Doug,
well, because one of the things
I'm just
that
asking for an explanation. That's all I was
And I
saying.
give an explanation, and then he goes, "Yeah, I agree with it." And then I ask him about it next time. He goes, "Yeah, but I still think it's really bad writing."
Yeah.
Like,
Doesn't change my opinion on it. Like, it is.
he
Just
wants to, like,
that
piss with
part.
Kishimoto because he wants his stuff to be canon.
Dog.
yeah, if Sasuke isn't dead, Omar, are you gonna have a?
He's just naked in the
Are you
forest
gonna
without his clothes
flip?
on.
Exactly what Sasuke's doing. He's just
He's
naked in the forest.
naked in the forest because Boruto has all his clothes. Or they switch clothes and now he has a crop top. What happened?
Whoa.
It just fell out.
Okay, so when did you start onto the side of
I'm not
Naruto
a
is bad
Naruto
writing?
hater. I just don't like it when Kishimoto does something, he explains something, and then he disproves it later on in the
Can
manga.
you give me an example?
Yes, I did multiple
Okay, give me an
times
example.
with Kaguya.
Yeah, like, but like,
She was the only one to get the god tree, and then everybody else is saying, "Oh, like it's so hard to get this god tree, but then nobody else can do it but Kaguya."
I don't know. Dude, Momoshiki has eaten suns.
Yeah. Okay.
He's eaten like hundreds of god trees. That's the whole point. They go like not earth to earth. They go planet to planet, and we're like, yo, plant that shit. Kaguya got one because she was supposed to be the sacrifice, and then she just backstabbed Jigen. There's a hierarchy.
All right, next example.
All right. Let's
If
get
you're the sacrifice, there's a hierarchy.
But the real question is, if we ask this next week, will Omar say the same take?
Probably not. I'll probably find some reasons.
He's like,
I'm gonna
actually,
Bro,
Well, that-
because
'cause that's
here's
the
the
thing
thing,
is,
you
like-
guys are making it out to seem like I'm the biggest Naruto hater ever. RJ, shut the hell up. I'm not. RJ, don't you dare look at the camera like that. Like you just didn't get it.
No, okay. Here's the thing, though. Here's the thing. Since I'm not caught up on Boruto, most of the time in the group chat, it's these two going back and forth with the Naruto stuff. And RJ will say, "Well, Kishimoto said it." Gives the example where he said it, and Omar will go, "Well, I don't believe that."
That's not true.
Or that's not how
No.
that's not how it works.
no, that's not how it works. Like, there would be something that Kishimoto says, and then Omar will feel like something he did in the future disproves of that. But in reality, it's still the author's comments, and they're still correct, because he writes the show and you don't.
I get it, but I'm trying to say I just need some future context. I need foreshadowing like Oda, bro. That shit is gas. You need the foreshadowing.
Okay, here's a
In Naruto.
here's a
It's
good
just
example.
not as good.
Okay,
Yeah,
Omar, imagine.
episodes.
Okay, Omar,
Episode 1.
imagine Oda says that Frankie is the strongest robot in all of One Piece, right?
Mm-hmm.
And it's not Kuma. But I say, well, I don't even think Frankie's a robot, and I think Kuma's stronger. And you say, well, no, actually, Oda says, and I go, yeah, but that's Oda. Who cares? I'm saying that Kuma's stronger than Frankie.
That's not what I'm saying.
I mean, kind of.
No, that's not what I'm saying.
You were like, Kaguya can make dimensions and all that stuff, but Kishimoto says that there is a hierarchy. Like, Momoshiki eats legitimate sons, and he goes to planet and eats God Tree, because the whole reason they're doing this
Doesn't
is to become
mean
the ultimate
Kaguya
god.
couldn't do it. She just didn't want to. We have to
No,
remember
no,
that.
she can't. She can't. She was lamb to a slaughter. She was supposed to be the one eaten by the God Tree. Jigen, if she was on Jigen's level, Momoshiki's level, Kinshiki's level, then she would not have been eaten. She wouldn't. She was the piece of fried chicken. She was the $4 dinner box. She was supposed to get wrecked.
She was the knockoff McDonald's that's in every anime.
She was the McRonald's.
It's crazy how, like, every anime.
I'm sticking to my guns.
Oh,
The
good
ones
lord.
that are
Have
not
no
here
ammo.
and not
You have no
there.
ammo.
Exactly.
ammo.
I have no ammo. I'm just sticking to them.
They're all jamming.
Yeah, because you guys because you're gassing it up to make it seem like I'm just like this big ass Naruto hater when I just didn't like one thing he did about the hierarchy about the Otsutsuki. That's pretty much the only comment I really had about it. And you
Okay,
guys
so
are making it no. You guys are making it seem like I'm this big ass Naruto hater, but I have
one
love for
point, one
Naruto. I love a lot of the shit that
I
Kishimoto does.
have 1 point. You did say on text Naruto's power system is ass.
It is. Because how are you going to go from like freaking humans that have chakra and then they die from not having enough chakra to freaking gods?
Okay, but is that the plot of Boruto? Yes or no?
It's basically is because you can't you
Okay,
tell me
so I caught you right there. So do you
what
like Boruto?
what
I
did you?
caught you.
I
You
love
just say
Boruto. I
but
never
you just
thought
say
shit about.
you just say you don't like the plot. You
I
just said
didn't
you
say
don't.
I didn't like the plot.
You
What are you
just said
talking about,
yo.
bro? But
Also, you
that's exactly
genuinely
what I'm
like.
saying. You have some people that are like, we originally started off with the series where it's just like right here, and then towards the end of this series, literally at the end, the power system goes shoots right the fuck up here.
Okay, and I can
And
do that
then
with One Piece.
with Boruto, it starts somewhere in the fucking middle, and then it goes up from there. Like,
I could do that in One Piece. You can go back to like all of pre-time skip and be like, yo, hockey doesn't exist. How do people hit Logias? And then these guys are like gods, and then they just skip time skip. Like, oh, they could just put black stuff on their fists and hit people.
no,
Like once you
because they
say that's
had Sea Prism Stone, and then they had seawater as well.
yeah, but from everyone's perspective, who is fighting Kizaru in Sabaody?
Rayleigh,
He was made to look like fucking Jigen, like a demon.
Rayleigh.
He's yeah, but what did Rayleigh say? Rayleigh's just as good as a Baryon mode Naruto. Not a Baryon mode. He's just as good as like a Naruto KCM. He's like, I can hold this guy back, but I can't do much.
Yeah.
Kizaru and Sabaody was meant to power cliff all of One Piece. It was meant to show that there was a direct power that the Straw Hats all needed to get to the New World. Like it was so evident, and that's the same thing I can say for Naruto. And I'm not
I
saying
can't
One Piece
say
is bad
that
writing.
because
Yeah, because everyone has chakra, and they needed to progress the show further. And Naruto and Sasuke were inevitably going to become broken because there was foreshadowing about Indra and Ashura being these insane chakra wielding demons that faced off against an Otsutsuki. So like Hagoromo and his brother Hamura or something like that. This was all foreshadowed in Shippuden, and then they just scale it to Boruto and then the end of Shippuden. The power cliff was Kaguya being the first Otsutsuki threat that a six paths Naruto and a six paths Sasuke had to beat. But we could never get stronger with that unless we had a stronger foe and the next not the next like sequel of like Naruto's child and Sasuke's child. Like we needed that. Like there's obviously power cliffing reasons. They wouldn't make a weaker opponent more relevant than the strongest opponent in Boruto.
Okay,
They
but I
wouldn't make
can
Kaguya stronger
understand
than
all of
Inen.
that. I would understand all of that if they already didn't have a solid ending in place that they could have used anyway.
They did have a solid ending. It just took too long.
No,
That was
let's
the issue.
say we took out that entire end of the arc. That the last thing that happened was that Madara died as an Otsutsuki from being over whatever happened where he was being overflown and then he blew up and then suddenly he was Kaguya, right?
Yeah, because
Like
Black
we end it there.
kills him.
Yeah, exactly. And then I'm saying, let's say the series ended right there, and then Zetsu crawls away, and then the end of the series, you skip that whole Kaguya bullshit ending, and then you go to Sasuke versus Naruto, their ideals versus their ideals.
No, it wouldn't work. Wouldn't work. I'll tell
It
you
wouldn't
why.
work
Nope,
as.
nope, wouldn't work.
Okay,
I'll tell you why.
tell me.
Because in all of Shippuden, you have the Akatsuki, and you have people being manipulated by each other. You have Madara technically being manipulated by Zetsu. Then you have Obito being manipulated by Madara. And then you have Pain being manipulated by Tobi.
He
You have
said
all this
Renegan! No, I said Renegon!
Okay, hold on, let me speak.
Okay,
You have
I'm
all
sorry.
these people being manipulated by each other, and at the beginning of Shippuden, you see the Akatsuki members and you see Zetsu. Zetsu's the mainliner in this whole thing because when we get all these flashbacks of Hagoromo and Hamura fighting Kag in this whole flashback story of them pretty much sealing her, there was this whole premise of Zetsu being lied around, and we don't know the connection between Kaguya and Zetsu. That's the whole point. So when Madara gets this whole stunt and uses Obito and Obito uses Pain, then we know that the real manipulator in this whole factor was Zetsu, and Zetsu was actually using all the stage chakra just so he can get to unseal Kaguya. So in reality, there is foreshadowing and there's good writing into it. It's just the Great War took a little bit too long in that whole stick.
Okay.
Because I think Kaguya was good to also show the power cliffing that will be in Boruto because she is just the lamb for the sacrifice.
Okay.
For the new power cliffing, the strongest people in the verse.
Okay. I see your
So
point.
it's a good way to jump trampolines to something stronger in Boruto. That's what I think at least.
Well, and I think it gives a pretext of the abilities of the opponents in the next series.
Also, yeah.
Where
But
if you just
that's-
showed Kaguya and then you kill Madara and you have Black Zetsu go away, at the same time, that Kaguya fight I think is so important, even though I don't like it, because Sasuke and Naruto work together, so then you have the false premonition of they will now get along together, but then the second that they're done, you have Sasuke who uses his Rinnegan to capture all the tailed beasts besides Kurama, and then Naruto and Sasuke have to fight for their ideals, which ends then, and them both kind of like losing an arm, and then they decide like, okay, we're gonna actually work together, and then you have that like understanding of the abilities of an Otsutsuki, even though like in the same breath you don't know what an Otsutsuki even is. I don't even think we hear that name
Yeah.
in Shippuden. So then when Boruto
No, we
comes
did.
and now you have Otsutsukis, you get more backstory, more like, and obviously it's like if they bring Kagi in, it's like just like I'm trying to think of like a good One
It
Piece.
feels
It's like
forced.
Crocodile. It's like
No,
Crocodile with
no.
the warlords because you start off and you see a warlord and it's Crocodile, and then you
Then you have
slowly
Mihawk.
get yeah, or like
First
Mihawk,
Warlock
and
was
you get like these power steps that you keep going higher and higher.
okay, but I would understand all of that. And again, I'm gonna take that point and I'm gonna raise you a question because you said something earlier about how the Kaguya was like the lamb to the slaughter, like she was supposed to be swallowed by the tree. While taking that in place, while keeping that in place, let's just like I'm saying, like the Great War legitimately could have ended where Madara dies, he explodes, Zetsu crawls away to wherever the fuck he plans to go, and then Kaguya kind of takes place right before the story of Boruto. They right something like that.
Well, it would also show that it would make no sense for the also to be like make the Lamb of the Slaughter like Kaguya the frontliner and be the first villain in Boruto. We get a clear indication that when Momoshiki starts fighting Naruto and Sasuke and he kidnaps Naruto, that he pretty much refers to Kaguya as like, "Yo, we're just here to apprehend her. Like, this was like 1,000 years ago she pulled up. Like, she's just nothing to us."
Mm-hmm.
That's what he pulls up and like pretty much says to Naruto was like, "Yo, whatever y'all fought with her, like, she's not me. I'm him." So if you like really frontline Kaguya and Boruto, then you kind of have to throw away this aspect of Naruto and Sasuke even being that remotely strong.
Mm-hmm.
Because if you take out Kaguya out of Naruto Shippuden, then he's not fighting these other people. There's a big power gap in between that. Like from Madara to Kaguya, there's a big power gap,
Yeah.
and you could say that they're relative. But Naruto, when he first got six pads, and Sasuke when he first got the Rinnegan, we're still finding out how to use it. Against Madara, he barely used a Minichikara. They barely used anything. They just used their amps, like their power and speed amps. When they verse Kaguya, he starts figuring out, oh, got the true Seeking orbs. Like he starts doing mad shit with all of his powers,
Mm-hmm.
and then you really see the pinnacle of their power when they fight each other, Sasuke and Naruto. And without Kaguya, that would not be lined up.
I see. Okay. All right. I respect that point. I respect that. What else is going on with anime this week? I guess we can end off with I guess we can end off with our theories, right? And what did I have a theory about? I saw this.
I got a whole bunch of shows I'm gonna be watching in fall. So
Yeah, you got a whole bunch. Do you have a theory about one? You can start off.
a theory about one. I think Doctor Stone they might kill a motherfucker. This part two. This like head of the village that they're at in this island where the space capsule is. They might have to kill this guy. I mean,
Does he
Senku
know?
might be pulling up with a Gatling gun
Does he know?
or a nuke.
Does he know?
And then I think this isn't a theory or like this is a prediction. I think Spy Family season 2 is going to be the highest rated show of the whole season.
Mm-hmm.
And I think it's just because you left?
I had to. That was such a shitty take.
No,
Spy Family is
no,
falling
it's
off.
no. This
It has
season
fallen off after like episode 12.
no.
Yeah, I don't.
It's so mainstream and people love it so much and people love and this is going to be a season I think primarily focused on and I think people are going to love it. Now, I don't think it's going to be like my favorite of the season. I'm just saying like
You're ready for Dress Up Darling, man.
I think my favorite show of the season is going to be Eminence and Shadow season 2
That's actually gonna be nuts. I want
or
to. I
like
can't wait to see that.
another or one of these romance animes I'm going to watch.
Rose the shoujo enjoyer.
My underrated one is Under Ninja though.
Huh? I never heard of
Under
it.
Ninja, it's about a guy who like is in a high school and like he just randomly gets selected to be like a ninja
And he
and like
finds a
he's on.
girl, and he falls in love with a ninja girl.
It's not a romance, okay?
Ah,
Not that I know of, but my
shit.
romance one is it's like a really long ass one. The name let me find it. There's no English to it, so bear with me.
In the meantime, for One Piece, one of my theories, I think Blackbeard is on his way to Egghead currently. I think he's gonna run into I think he's gonna run into Saturn. Believe it or not, I think Luffy is gonna somehow manage to escape right in time before Blackbeard comes to get him, and then I think Blackbeard is gonna eventually run into Saturn, fight Saturn, but Saturn beats his ass. And then,
Saturn just ran into Sanji.
I'm talking about later.
I don't know. I don't want that to happen.
Saturn just ran into Sanji.
Yeah, on the bottom level
Uh-huh.
when they're trying to escape a Vegapunk. He was like, you see like him like in the corner of the panel. He's like, okay, I got going on down here. Pretty much.
So is
Honestly,
Wano like basically done then? Like two
we're in
more
Egghead.
episodes?
Oh yeah,
the manga.
that's
the manga.
done. No, it'll be done
okay.
in 4 episodes. We still need.
Kaido's backstory.
No, we already got Kaido's backstory. They shortened the shit out of that. We still need Momonosuke older. We need the whole little stunt between the Straw Hats. We need the celebration. Then we need Grimble, and then right after that, they plot courses got the Yonko things, and then we see Law fight Blackbeard, and then boom.
I think when I catch up to the anime, I'll read the manga.
Manga's a lot better than the anime, in my opinion.
Really? Yeah. Right now it is.
Manga. No. I think for the last couple episodes, because the budget has been so high and super tailored to the manga, very good. I think that whole scene with Otama and Sukiyaki, that whole scene was not actually depicted very well in the manga with the lanterns, and I think they did it very good in the anime.
It was emotional, bro.
Yeah, like when he's talking about the
emotional.
fruit, and he was like, "Yo, let me get some of that fruit." I was like, "Damn."
I was like, wow.
It sounds like gibberish to Austin when you see him. Like, damn, that's actually.
Nah,
that's actually...
when you understand Wano later on, bro, you're gonna be like, yo, fuck.
But just the whole sequence with Luffy versus Kaido was spot on for the anime. I think they did very well. I don't think there was much better they can do.
Yeah.
Animation wise and storytelling wise, I don't think so.
Yeah.
All right, I found the anime. You guys ready for me to butcher this to high hell?
What anime?
The romance anime I'm gonna watch. I'm most excited to watch for the fall.
This is gonna be considered cultural appropriation once you start saying the words.
Kaiken Zumi na Kimi to Kaiken Zero na Orega Otsu Kiai Sururu
That translates to I got lost in another
Nanashi.
world. I got lost in another world and found in a toilet in a deserted island. That's what it translates to.
No. It's about a gloomy high schooler who's forced to confess to the most popular girl in the school, and she just goes, "Okay."
So Eminence and Shadow.
So my love life.
Basically.
Eminence and Shadow.
Okay, to be honest, in
Hardcore
Eminence in
boy.
the Shadow, they should have done more of him in like the real world, because that was like one of my favorite parts. The dude just bust into the roof, like, and he's like, "I'm the what is it, like the stylish bandit or some shit, ruffian."
Yeah, what did he get killed by? Did he get killed by a truck?
Yeah, he was.
Oh, I forgot to say.
It was truck.
I started JoJo's. I finished part 1. I'm on part 2. I liked part 1.
And another thing too, to your little like power system thing, is JoJo's does like the exact same thing with Hamon.
I love.
Because they have Hamon, and then they just start
introduce it
introducing
right
the gods.
away. They introduce it within the first 5 episodes.
Well,
but then
Hamon,
they introduce gods.
Hamon, technically.
Hamon.
I think stands are. I fuck with. I love JoJo's.
Yeah, you'll love the stands when you get to there.
But that's another thing of Omar switching up. Like Omar used to hate JoJo's. He would seem like that's
2 episodes ago.
I didn't like the animation. And you said the same though. You said you were like at first you weren't a fan of the animation, but then
but I gave it a try, and you didn't like it.
I'm gonna give it a try now.
I tried making him watch Golden Wind for so long.
Dude,
I was like, "Go watch this stuff."
Golden Wind is like the best.
I would watch Golden Wind to your house.
I don't.
And you're probably like, turn this shit off.
No, I just don't remember. But
part 5.
Part 5.
Mista.
Oh, part 5. Yeah.
Mista.
All right,
Dude,
guys.
the intros are
That's
so
the
hard.
end of our episode for today. We'll be back next week, and we try our best to stream on Twitch whenever we can. Earlier today, again, we had some unfortunate technical issues that I had to resolve before we started the podcast, and that we were a little late. But we will try our best to start streaming every Tuesday at around 6 p.m. And That's it,
And I'm
guys.
excited to hear more delusional Omar takes.
Yeah, me too.
So
I'm really excited for
I
more
want to I
delusional
want to know
Omar
like where it
takes.
comes from. It's just like the
It's
spark
just
is
somewhere
the
in
spark
here.
is like
Just,
wait.
just somewhere in there.
yeah, now we'll be able to see where it comes from.
Just
It's a light
somewhere right
bulb.
in there.
Honestly, they're gonna get better. He has more connectivity without the hair.
More connectivity. But thank you guys so much for whoever tunes in. Again, guys, thank you. I'll see you guys next week. Peace.
Peace.
Peace.